Hi, my name is Meg White. I was the design architect for Rebuild La Mama, and Cottee Parker Architects were the architects for documentation and construction services. La Mama Theatre is located off Lygon Street in Carlton. Liz Jones, artistic director of La Mama, gave this description of the iconic theatre on the day it was gutted by fire. It's a very small space, but it had a very big history, and it's a very, very important place in the heart of the creative community in Australia. A theatre in a shirt factory is an unusual proposition. The small two-storey red brick building has a footprint of just 55 square metres. There was a small courtyard preceding the building. Then in later years, when the community purchased the site, a forecourt was formalised. The ground floor theatre space has 5 doors and 5 windows, a set of stairs, a fireplace and a hatch. The upstairs space accommodated up to 8 staff, makeup, costume and green room space for untold numbers of performers, technical storage, a dunny and a kitchenette. La Mama has been the home of experimental theatre for more than 50 years. Improbable as it all might seem, this tiny programmatically overloaded footprint has nurtured hundreds of creatives, including writers, directors, actors, designers, technicians, filmmakers and poets. In May 2018, this creative engine room was gutted by fire. Very little remained. The loss was devastating to all. There was an immediate decision to rebuild. The regenerative notion of the Banksia releasing its seed for new growth after devastating fire was harnessed. The tragedy slowly revealed itself as an unbidden opportunity to grow and evolve. The brief was woven from engagements with staff and key La Mama creatives. Responses to questions about the theatre, her spaces, and her philosophy were used to generate a script for the rebuild. The wish list included restoration of the theatre space and building volume, accessibility for all, dedicated office and rehearsal hub, extra spaces and improved amenities for staff, artists and patrons, including 2 DDA toilets, a shower for performers and a kitchen shared between the artists and the staff. Modernised technical facilities, improved box office and storage and planet-friendly initiatives. The principal design gestures began with extending the theatre entry landing, shown here, into a raised deck across the courtyard. This gesture moves the stairs away from the theatre entry, reducing congestion. A lift to the theatre level sits adjacent to the stairs. A second lift provides access to the first floor for staff and artists. Additional spaces include a rehearsal hub and dedicated office in this new volume, and a mezzanine that was tucked up in what would have been the ceiling space in the old building. And of course, that raised deck offered lots of opportunities to tuck services and storage below. A box office sits between, and a bridge link joins and separates the 2 buildings. The new building is designed as an echo of the original. It is a smaller version of the gabled roof form, rotated 180 degrees and set downstage to allow views through to the old building. You can see a view going there with the entry from the street frontage. The bridge link affords further space for interactions and veggie patch for supporting healthy shared meals. For the new building, mottled bricks were selected to reflect the mottled bricks of the old. The charcoal colour was chosen to be recessive, to prioritise views of the old building, which gracefully upstages her. Timber is employed in the form of doors, stairs, handrails and window shutters, the elements which building users engage with daily. For the old building, handmade glazed bricks were selected to supplement the original handmade bricks lost in the fire. These glazed bricks draw the fire line, marking the event. A generous public forecourt sits at the front of the site. When La Mama is in pre- and post-show mode, the sliding fence can be opened, allowing connection between the forecourt and the raised courtyard, extending this public space. And for larger events, the rehearsal hub can also be opened up to further expand the usable footprint. The rotation of the familiar form allows for engagement with the treatment of the gable ends. A proscenium arch form is playfully inserted at the end of the rehearsal hub. Adorned with a heavy velvet curtain, this space affords the potential for performances. The welcome steps can be used for performance or seating, or just for lunch breaks and waiting for theatre dates. The raised courtyard provides breakout space to creatives and staff. When the fence is open, interactions can occur here with the potential to spill out into the forecourt. The box office is located at the heart of the project and is visible from all vantage points, most importantly, the site and theatre entries. The reinterpretation and translation of materials and spaces is a key principle throughout the project. The magically folding corrugated iron fence is reinterpreted as operable awnings to the box office. The interior is lined with salvaged theatre floorboards. The heritage listed water closet has been partially dismantled and reconfigured as an announcing and performance platform. Floor joists salvaged from the theatre have been made into a raised garden bed. Feature handmade glazed bricks adorn the theatre building above the fire line. The design approach celebrates the personal, the handmade, the reclaimed, and the reinvented. Artists were commissioned to create murals and paintings, make lights and feature fittings. The design and brief were envisioned, then money was raised through donations from government bodies, philanthropists, and the Lamama community. Every opportunity to stretch the funds raised was taken to ensure money for artists was prioritised. From consultants doing pro bono work to the Lamama community taking on painting, to the use of salvaged and secondhand materials, furniture and equipment, value was sought for the fixed budget.
1 minute remaining.
Thank you. ESD initiatives include a water tank, a paint interceptor, both of which are hidden under that deck, solar panels, insulated double brick walls, double glazing in both buildings, the use of timber screens to protect from the western sun, and the use of salvaged materials. The building and her community have faced 3.5 long, hard years of an uncertain future, due first to the fire and then COVID. Today, the theatre has been restored to her simple, intimate self, but now with greatly enhanced facilities and a sense of hope for the future. In the words of Caitlin Dullard, who is the co-CEO of Lamama, this is our rebirth, this is our future. Viva Lamama. Thank you.